Good morning. This would be day 5 of fasting if I hadn't eaten yesterday that meal. So I guess this would be day 2 of experimenting, but I think I'm going to go back on water today. Maybe have a little bit of black coffee, but we'll see what I end up doing for the day. It really depends on how my body feels. Willpower, it's a crazy thing. Right now I'm about to take my blood sugar. I forgot to set it up and I only have one hand, so I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, my blood sugar is 130. That is an elevated blood sugar, elevated fasting glucose level. It's not the 150 that would give me an initial diagnosis of diabetes or a pre-diabetic condition, but it is it's outside the upper regions of a normal person who just ate a massive carbohydrate-rich meal. So, yep, I think today I need to go back to fasting for a little bit. We had some great results yesterday, and I think that I can make those results permanent. Well, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. In fact, getting hope, having hope is a great thing, and I'll always have hope, but for the sake of this experiment, it's really all about being as logical and just crunching the data. So we'll see what happens. But I'll check my sugar again later tonight and let you guys know what's going on. 4.5 hours later, 133, so it's rising. Yep, not good. Okay, so yeah, I just tested my blood sugar. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's 133. Very unfortunately for me, I just threw back a couple fistfuls of tamari almonds and some Olive Bar. Some of the pickled foods on the Olive Bar, which I love, and actually it should be really, really good for me in this experiment. However, with elevated blood sugar, eating food is just kind of a no-no. So what I need to do is definitely fast from this moment forward until my blood sugar drops below 100. So I'm going to do that. It happened once. It can happen again. You know, maybe there was leftover insulin in my blood, and maybe that is why the numbers have been so stable. You know, considering fasting plus Anyway, we'll just see. I don't know what's going to happen, but well, yeah, I do have high hopes. I admit, I got high hopes. I believe it happened once, and it's going to happen again. And I need to get those ketone strips. I need to know what my urine looks like. I need to know how many ketones are in there. I need to know the pH levels. I need to know acid levels. I probably, from this point forward, should start drinking only alkaline water. The thing about that is I'm not really sure about the science behind that. You know, some people swear by it, and there's people with credentials. I'm talking about people with credentials that swear by it. And then on the other hand, there are people who have credentials that say it's all fringe, that it's just a big fat fraud and there's nothing to it. Interesting thing though is that Dr. Young and others, Gabriel Cousins, they do have bona fide, absolute testimonials from people who have been cured of absolutely incurable diseases by following his alkaline methods. And he doesn't make people happy. They throw him in jail. They throw him in jail on the constant. The thing is that when I see the testimonials, and I'm looking at 6- and 7-year-old kids who are type 1 diabetics, type 1 diabetics, people with lupus. We're talking about, you know, dozens and dozens of testimonials. These people are not all lying, all right? I'm not going to accept that. So there's something to it. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, I think another possibility is there have been some studies, and I'll put a link to this in the description, but there are some studies that talk about people having Well, two things. Number one, type 1 diabetes being the result of an extreme allergy to milk. Apparently, the casein proteins has the same amount of chains as the beta cells. And so, if you have an extreme allergy to milk, apparently it can trigger type 1 diabetes. Okay, there's some people who have studied this and have come to that conclusion. Is that solid? I don't know. Here's another thing. The same person who did that, and I'm talking about doctors, I'm not talking about just people like me, they also decided to give pyridoxine, vitamin B6, in attack doses to mice, and they found that with chemically induced diabetes, it halted the symptoms of the diabetes, or halted the diabetes in its tracks. And they also found that with the mice that they gave pyridoxine to before they started the study, that they were unable to give them diabetes. So perhaps tomorrow, in fact definitely tomorrow, or maybe even later tonight, I'm going to start taking very large doses of vitamin B6, and I'll let you guys know what this is all about. I believe there's also a connection between diabetes and vitamin B3, niacin as well. Niacin and niacinamide, nicotinamide, whatever you want to call it. And so maybe I'll do a little research on that, and I'll update you guys with everything that I find and my blood sugar levels. Love you. Okay, 1 hour after all that food, 127. So not too bad. It is actually falling, but I don't even know how that could be. Well, I must be making some insulin somewhere, or else that wouldn't happen. Am I still, years after being diagnosed and taking attack doses of insulin, still in the honeymoon phase? I doubt it. So we'll see what happens next. Hour and a half later, ate some tamari almonds, quite a few. Ate, some more almonds. Ate a full tub now of the Olive Bar from Sprouts, and my blood sugar is 122. Not too bad. 114. Not too bad. I think I'm going to make some dinner. So, if I'm going to be eating food, I figured I better go check my ketones. And I still did not get my strips in the mail, so I called a local Walmart pharmacy, and they had Rely On brand. They were $7.20, including tax, out the door for 50 of them. So I went and grabbed them, and I checked my ketones just now, and they are moderate. So it's on the high side. According to medical literature, I should go to the doctor right now, actually. But they are not. They're not into the large range or high range yet. So what I'm going to do is, I guess after I eat my meal, I'm going to test them again. Keep testing my ketones. I got to figure out what to do. Maybe I will tomorrow. Maybe I'll put sodium bicarbonate into all my water just to see if I can bring it down. If I can, cool. And if I can't, well, I got to rethink this thing. I'll let you know what happens. Full avocado, third of a pound of pork, 1 full cup of chopped cauliflower, just a few onions, and 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, it's been 2 hours since I ate, and my blood sugar, it's 11 o'clock at night. My blood sugar is, trying to get the, whoops. All right, trying to get the process so you can see it. And, blood sugar is 120. Yeah, it's still on the high side of normal, but I'll take it. I was a little bit concerned about the ketones in the urine, and so I did a pretty good amount of research. First off, is that fasting itself causes a huge ketone spike in your urine, all right? Because your body, when it goes into autolysis, it's also called ketosis, and it starts burning your fat cells. So that's absolutely going to raise your ketones. Also, there are people who do the ketogenic diet who live in a state of ketosis all the time, and they say that any type of a weird feeling you may get or something is really just you going into keto adaptation, is what they call it. I'm not sure how technical these terms are, but I do know that I feel fine that diabetic ketoacidosis is marked by a high glucose content in the blood 9 times out of 10, and I don't have one. Also, ketoacidosis, not ketosis, ketoacidosis is always generally accompanied by nausea and extreme abdominal pain, neither which I have. Okay. Another thing is that my urine has been very dark, but that is actually what happens when you detox, so that's normal. But any type of nephropathy, which is the kidney issues that I may have been experiencing because of high glucose levels, there is clinical evidence that a ketogenic diet, which is basically the slow carb diet that I'm on, is ketogenic. Okay, not all low carb diets are ketogenic, but this one is, and that it has reversed nephropathy in both type 1 and type 2 diabetics. So that's actually good news. Very, very good news. I'm going to continue along these lines, and I'll see you guys in the morning. I expect when I wake up tomorrow that my glucose levels are going to be around, I'm going to guess and say they're going to be around 100. See you then.